Alright, so we know that Kahono and Kiato are both coming basically tonight at 9 p.m. So for me, it's in about 12 hours at the time of recording. They should be out unless there's more delays, which I love making those videos every single 2 weeks. So fun. So, we're gonna just be talking about if you should summon even a bit on Kiato or Kahono, or if you should just finish off your pulls on Noel's banner. Yes, it is Noel's banner. Noel is the character, right? So I think that it's just good to mention. But let's go over the skeleton, I guess, of their kits, because we do have leaks of their kits. But please keep in mind that we do not know, or it will probably change. Is basically what I should say, I guess. It will probably change. So that is something for you to note. These kits are not concrete, but they haven't posted anything about it, right? Details will be announced later through a separate notice. They really meant like 2 hours before they come out, which is cringe. So we have to do this type of video. I will make a video with their full kits when they come out, so be ready for that. But for now, let's just get into it. Let's see what what Kahono does, and then what Kiato does. So this is her like intro thing. Very cool, very cool. Now she is a healer. She is blue for now. A blue healer. We don't have a good blue healer, like at all, which means this is gonna be, well, Charmy does exist, but let's see. I think Charmy only has like a two single target recoveries. So I think immediately, if you want or need a healer, I should say, definitely summon on this Noel. Not Noel. I said Noel, but I meant this Kahono. So basically, on her single target, she grants recovery effect to the ally with the lowest HP by X% of the user's maximum HP. So she is, oh wow, she actually is a healer that is scaling off of her HP. Oh, okay, that is huge. Not even gonna lie, that is huge. So, basically, the both Mimosas and I think also Charmy scale off of magic attack. So getting someone who heals off of HP, is really good. So then her skill 2 has an AoE healing, and it has a chance to remove burn, which is okay. And then her ultimate sends a wave of sound containing magical energy, dealing damage to all enemies and applying a buff to allies. I think they're probably going to buff this because it's kind of shit. But to be fair, endurance is good. That should be, if I'm thinking correctly, that is basically just, what's it called, damage reduction. So it's going to depend, but this could be really good. I just think that if she ends up having 2 AoE heals or something, if this heal in itself is just really good, that'll be good. But the thing is with heals is that you want to, because it's either you're alive or you're dead for the most part, or you're about to die. So if you have 2, it's basically 2 full revive, or 2 full like times you could be brought back to full HP. But I think this could be really interesting, and it could be a lot if you build her full HP build. That could be really interesting, honestly. Then her passive, increase max life, and then increase healing done. They're okay. I mean, she's an okay unit. If you don't want to use Charmy, you could try summoning for her, I think. Now, we don't know her Grimoire at all, but she does have a combo with Kiato that basically is going to grant a barrier to the partner, and also grants healing amount increased buff effect to all allies. So this could be good. But you need 2 SSRs to get this off, and I don't. We'll have to see what Kiato does. But I personally do not think you should summon for Kahono, unless there's some reason you need to. I just don't see it. She's cool if you want to summon. I mean, there's no blue healer in the game that's really good at the moment. Like, we need more healers, so it's good that they're doing this. But I would have wanted a healer, especially after Noel, to be like insane, bro. So that's something that's a bit sad, because if we look right now, so we've got 3 red healers but no SSRs, 1 blue healer that's an SR, and then 1 green healer that's the SSR. So we need an actual good red and blue healer. So I think that filling up that role with Kahono could be good, but considering she's a healer, you would have expected her to have more than well, I guess she has 2 healing things, but still, I don't know, not really the best. I don't really think you should go for her specifically. Now Kiato, also very cool. I kind of like Kiato. Depends on his animations. I might pull for, oh wow, okay. So yeah, he has more of a Dokkan type passive, as we could see on the bottom. So All right, now let's start. He is green, which right now is a bad spot to be in because of the fact that there's Noelle out there. So unless you're really like Ryan Lich, it's kind of hard to be a green DPS for the reason that she's gonna one tap and Lich could at least survive. And the main meta right now with Lich and Raya is that you speed them up completely and then you kill Noelle before she could shield. That's the whole point of that team. But I don't know, there's no space for Kiato in that, and I don't know if he'll be that good. He'll also do less damage to Noelle. So let's just read what he does. Hopefully they do change his typing to blue, honestly, because right now we only have, I think Fauna's pretty good. But I wouldn't say you want to use blue Yami or Jack in PvP, or Arena, I should say. So I'd say a blue Kiato would be a lot better. Now, if you have a buffing effect, apply X% damage, increase buffing effect before attacking. So this guy's going to be very fun to play with Gauche or Voltos, and Kahono, I wish he had more buffs. We'll have to see for that. And then for her skill 2, again, if you have a buffing effect, apply X% damage, increase buffing effect before attacking. This is an AoE. That's interesting. A skill 2 AoE is probably my favorite. Like, I don't like having the ult, but a skill 2 one, like, I love Fauna's skill 2. I think that skill 2 AoEs are really good. Has pretty good damage multipliers alongside the fact that he gets the damage increase. It's going to be good. Now, if he has higher multipliers than like every other person, not considering like Noelle and stuff, this could be good. And then his ultimate has its single target. So this, I'm hoping it's like at base close to 200. Yeah, close to 200 would be good. Maybe like 170, 180 is what I'm hoping for. Because if we go, let's say maybe to Jack, his ult multiplier is 150, so the average is 150, 160. If his could be like 180 to 200, we'd actually be talking, because we need someone who could just one-tap Noelle like that, even with the shield. And if he does have higher multipliers, he's going to be going crazy. First off, he gets a critical hit if he has a certain amount of buffs. And then he attacks after applying accuracy increase buff effect for each buff effect granted to you, which is a bit cringe. Depending on how many buffs you need for crit, this won't even be relevant, because when you crit, you're basically, from what I understand, you're already piercing through the block, and accuracy pierces through block. So I'm a bit confused why accuracy and crit are put together, because I feel like it's either you go through the block with accuracy, or well, obviously block doesn't happen every time, but like accuracy helps you like get it so that you don't get blocked for 30% of your damage. But then crit just like kind of fucking negs all that and then does like insane damage. So I don't know why they put these two buffs on the same attack, but whatever. It's still very good having crit, and I think that okay, so basically it might be like 5 to 10% accuracy increase for each buff. So like that makes sense, because like I guess it works if you have like 2 buffs and then you need 3 for the crit, or like 2 for the crit, so that could work. I think he's actually going to be a really good unit. Honestly, I'm going to summon for Kiato personally. I do want him, so I'll do like 5 to 10 multis. If I don't get him, then oh well. Now his passive seems really interesting to me. I'm actually really excited for this. So it applies an exciting dance effect if you receive a buffing effect. So when he gets buffed, he gets an exciting dance. So it's exciting dance. Oh my god, I'm way too tired for this. So increases endurance and block effect, which is really good. So this is gonna basically make you take less damage reduction, and this is gonna stop up to 30% of damage. And then when obtaining X amount of dance moves, grants idle debut imminent effect for X turns, and that's gonna increase endurance, increase block, and damage. Very insane. Honestly, really insane. I think that he is actually the type of DPS I really like, because he's gonna be able to tank to a certain degree while also dishing out really good damage. So that is interesting. His passive is huge, bro. That has to be the like LR passive, right? Because they can't really just throw that on us, right? Like, yeah, no, the passive, I think, is the normal passive. Okay, that's good. So that means everyone's going to be able to get this fun part of him, and then his Awakening passive is going to increase damage. So he's going to be a really good DPS in my eyes. I think that if they change him to blue, he's going to be able to kill Noelle easily. Kiato might be the move for attack. Like, I think he might actually be the move for arena attack. He seems, like, really good, honestly, and I want to get him, like, deadass. Now, his combo skill with Kahono, his part, gives him weapon enhancement, and if he has a buff, attack after applying a higher level weapon enhancement, I guess. Now, what we know of his Grimoire passive, When attacking, attack after applying X% critical damage increase buff with X% chance. So, okay, that's for every attack. Oh, okay. If it's like 50 to 70% chance to get this buff effect, which I'm gonna guess is gonna be between 10 to 20%, somewhere along those lines. This could be really good depending also on what the strengthening skill is, which should affect his skill too. Which is, if I'm guessing anything, if this is crit, usually it has something to do with crit also here, or that I could see like a defense pierce. So we'll have to see. So Kiato actually seems pretty good. If you want to go for him, you can. But I still believe that he won't be enough unless they do major changes to him, which we'll see in a couple hours. So wait for my actual should you summon. This is which banner should you summon on. Wait for my should you summon 100% when we actually get the information. Then we'll be able to find out, which should be posted at least a couple hours before. If not, I'll be a bit sad and we might not get it, but you'd have to come to my stream to see. But as of right now, like guys, is this really a question? Like, I think seasonal banners are just better. I mean, you could also get, I just think that you should continue summoning. Personally, continue summoning on this banner for now. If you have like barely any currency, maybe just don't then, because I think getting to pity, you really always want to get to pity, unless for me, in my case, I've maxed out two or three dupes in Ghost, 2 dupes in so I have no use. I have everything from this banner. But if you do not, I think you should definitely continue summoning, because seasonals are not, they're exclusive, right? So you want to get all the seasonals compared, for the most part. Like, it doesn't matter that much, but it could be really interesting in the future. We'll have to see. But get Ghost, get Noel. If you don't have either of those, please continue summoning. I personally I really love Ghost. Personally, I really love him. So I think that you should try to get these two and try to get as many dupes as you can in Noel. And try to max her out if possible. She has the best, where is it? She has the best passive, or like this passive, because she could give herself for free a water blessing, which is going to give her the counter, right? So I think that you should still continue summoning on these guys. Personally, don't summon on Kahono. I don't think it's worth it personally. If you need a healer for some reason, just use Charmy. But to be honest, if you have most of the blue units, you don't need a healer at all. So I don't think it's worth it. And then Kiato, actually, if you want to have fun and you already have Noel like a decent bit, if you ever built and like you're winning a lot, you could try going for Kiato. But you have to remember that Season 3 is in 2 weeks. Or it should be on next Monday now. They extended, if I remember correctly, they did extend everything. Let me try to find it. I swear they did. Yeah, so it was extended to basically Monday. Sunday. It was extended to Sunday at 3 p.m. So we're probably going to get the new content Sunday night, Monday morning for Season 3. So you got to remember, seasonal units so far have all been crazy. If we just like rate them all real quick and then end the video. It's kind of sad, because like you got Noel, amazing. You got Yami, was really good. Now he's okay, still good for PvE. Asta's still amazing, right? You've got Ghost, really good. I really like him, amazing buffer. He works hand in hand with William. They both could take care of their own sides, especially for like a raid and world event. They're both good to run because they provide different buffs, so it doesn't like negate the other one. Then is pretty good. His ultimate is probably going to be the best out of all the debuffers if we get the stun and speed lower set. And then we got Mimosa, who I personally just hate because of how much I pulled her. I think I got like 3 extra dupes of her, and I just don't like her. But very good unit, honestly. Like, all the seasonals have been good. Season 3 is still going to be good. So please, just don't really put too much into Kahono at all, in my opinion. Kiato, you could do something with it. I think he could be fun. We'll have to wait for the full information and see the multipliers. I think the multipliers is going to be a make or break, especially for Kiato. But with that, that's the end of the video. Let me know if you guys are planning on summoning, and peace.